Good morning, fellas. Welcome to our channel, Time to Cram. Today's our topic is metals and non-metals. In class 10th, this is our third chapter. And in today's video, we are going to have a little introduction about what are metals and non-metals. As you have learned in earlier classes, that matter exists in three states, which are solid, liquid, and gases. Now, we all know that gas doesn't have any definite shape or size. And we also have learned in earlier classes, it is due to the intermolecular spaces between the molecules are very huge in gases. But in liquid, the intermolecular spaces between the molecules are lesser than the gas. So it have definite size, but it still doesn't have definite shape. But in case of solid, it have definite shape and size. It is because of solid have small the molecular spaces between the molecules. Okay. Now, as our topic is metals and non-metals, so I want to clear you that most of the metals are made up of solids. We also have the fourth state, and that is known as plasma. We are not going to talk much about plasma. If you want to know more about plasma, then comment down in our comment section. Coming back to our topic now, as I have told you earlier that most of the metals and non-metals are made up of solids. Okay. Now, what are metals? Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. We know that in our kitchen, most of the utensils are made up of metals. It is because of they can conduct heat, okay, and they can also good conductors of electricity. So we use metal instead of non-metals and semi-metals. Metals also have the property of malleability. What is malleability? Malleability is when we can hammer the metal into sheets. This property is known as malleability. They also have the property of ductility. What is ductility? Ductility is the property in which metals can drawn into thin wires. Okay. Now, most of the metals are solids at room temperature. You have seen that iron can't be bent in room temperature because of iron or any other metals have high boiling point and high melting point. For example, if you want to melt iron, please you have the temperature of 1500 degrees Celsius. In that case only iron can melt. Okay, but there is an exception that mercury is only metal which exists in liquid state. Now, sonority is a property of metal which produces ringing sounds on heating. There you may have experienced that when you hit any iron, there will be some kind of sound, and that property is known as sonority. Some examples of metals are copper, lead, tin, nickel, steel, and zinc. Now, what are non-metals? Non-metals are the exactly opposite of metals. As I told you earlier, that metals are good conductors of electricity and good conductors of heat. But in case of non-metals, they are opposite. We are going to learn more about in future videos. But for now, you have to memorize that non-metals are poor conductor and metals are good conductors. Okay. They also not have the property of malleability or ductile. Many of the non-metals are gases at room temperature, while some are liquid and also some are solids. Okay. For example, the plug in our wires, which is made up of plastic. So we use it because we can't get current. Okay. Now some examples of non-metals are sulfur, bromine, carbon, oxygen. Now, what are semi-metals or metalloids? The metalloids are intermediate in their properties. In their physical properties, they are more like non-metals. But under certain circumstances, what is meant by under certain circumstances means that when you modified the particular semi-metals, they can be made out to conduct electricity. And that is the biggest reason today we are using smaller computers and mobile phones. Okay. These semiconductors are extremely important in computers and other electronic devices. Some examples are boron, silicon, germanium. About 118 elements are known till date. We have discovered 118 elements throughout these human ages. Some 90 elements are metals, some 22 elements are non-metals, and rest are semi-metals. Okay. Now this is the periodic table. This is the most basic and important thing we have to learn. We also have to memorize it for our further classes. But you don't have to worry. We have pretty easy tricks to memorize this. Okay. Now Red ones are metals, yellow ones are metalloids, and blue ones are non-metals. In next video, we are going to cover physical properties of metal. Thank you for watching our video and keep supporting us. Thank you.
Notes are uploaded on the bloggers page of Time to Cram. So visit the bloggers page to download the notes, and the link of the bloggers is given in the description box. So check the description box, get the link and download the notes. And if you find this video helpful and informative, then like it and do share it with your friends and classmates. And yet you had not subscribed to our channel Time to Cram, then subscribe it. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get latest notification and update when new video is uploaded. That's all for today's video lecture. Thank you.